Okay, we will call the meeting of the Nekoosa Common Council to order. It is the second Tuesday of the month, 7 o'clock. That's the day and time set aside for the meeting. We can take a roll call, please.
Brian?
Here.
Larry?
Here.
Tom?
Yes.
Barry?
Here.
Donnie?
Yes.
Bretta?
Here.
Hamilton?
Here.
I entertain a motion to approve the previous common council minutes.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second to approve the previous common council minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. Moving on to the treasurer's report, I entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second to approve the treasurer's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Next item on the agenda, citizens forum. We have no citizens in attendance, so we'll move on to committee reports. First committee report is the Planning Commission. Alderman Downing.
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Planning Commission meeting was held on Tuesday, May 26, 2020 via Zoom conference at 6 p.m. Members present were Dan Carlson, Mayor, Joseph M. Rush, the second City Clerk, Gerald Cordes, Rick Schmidt, DPW, Brad Hamilton, Dan Downing, Brian Krupsack, and Terry Schmansky. Also in attendance were Jamie Strugel, Nicholas Apps, City Attorney, and Sean Woods, Police Chief. Item number 1, discuss conditional use permit process. Item number 2 was moved by Hamilton, seconded by Brian Krupsack to approve conditional use permit to Jamie Strugel to operate a massage and spa business at the address of 348 Bueller Avenue with the following restrictions. All members voted yes. Following restrictions: A, subject to annual review, a 5-year term. B, approval by city building inspector. C, approval by fire department inspector. D, planning commission conducts on-site inspection of property. E, completion and approval of signed permit. F, normal office hours, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. with optional Saturday office hours. G, proofs of state licensing and certification of insurance, minimum $1 million liability coverage. And H, tentative opening date of July 1st, 2020. Committee was moved by Hamilton and seconded by Schmidt to adjourn. Recommend, I guess, item 2.
Second.
Motion and second to adopt item 2 of the Planning Commission report. Roll call vote, please.
Bretta?
Yes.
Donnie?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Next committee report is Public Works. Chairman Krupsack.
Public Works Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020 at 5 p.m. I moved to have the minutes okayed as presented. I get it all.
Motion and second to adopt the minutes of the Public Works Committee report. All in favor?
Aye. To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Public Works Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020 at 5 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Barry Krupsack, Curtis Beretta, Brad Hamilton, and Anna Beard. Also in attendance were Mayor Dan Carlson, Dan Downing, Garrett Kuhn, Michael Cumm, Ambulance Chief Joe Crutchmeyer, and Rick Schmidt from the DPW. Item 1, discuss Riverside Cemetery. Item 2, recommend culvert replacement on Lincoln Creek, gun range driveway at a cost of approximately $9,500. Item 3, recommend approving the Alexander Avenue resolution and moving forward with the public hearing. Item 4, discuss Freeman boat launch fishing piers. Item 5, recommend accepting compliance maintenance report and submitting to the DNR. Item 6, discuss the sale of equipment. Any questions? If not, I'll move to adopt items 2, 3, and 5.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt items 2, 3, and 5 of the Public Works Committee report. Give roll call vote, please.
Barry?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Donnie?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Bretta?
Yes.
Next committee report is public safety. Brett?
Public safety has one meeting to report. Make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Motion and second to accept the minutes of the public safety committee report. All in favor?
Aye.
To the honorable mayor, members of the Nekoosa Common Council, public safety meeting was held on Tuesday, June 2nd, 6:30 in the council chamber. Members present were Curtis Breda, Larry Krupsack, Mike Cum, and Brad Hamilton. Also in attendance were Dan Downing, Brian Krupsack, Adam Buren, Randy Soika, Ambulance Chief Joe Kretschmeyer, Fire Chief Mike Barchi, and Police Chief Sean Woods, Mayor Dan Carlson. Item 1, recommend party animal be allowed to hold an annual motorcycle rally on July 18th, 2020. Item 2, recommend accepting the resignation of Dylan McLeod for the fire department. Item 3, recommend hiring Bill Haberlin, Jeff McDonald, Eric Schmansky, Bob Langford to the fire department. Item 4, recommend accepting the resignation of Dan Shea from the ambulance department. Item 5, discuss ambulance operations. Item 6, receive storm siren update from Chief Woods. Item 7, recommend purchase of tactical equipment at the cost of $10,164 for the police department. And item 8, recommend sending 2 officers to SWAT training in September 8th through the 11th for $140 plus lodging per week. I'd like to make a motion that we accept items 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt items 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8 of the public safety committee report. Give a roll call vote, please.
Breda?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Cum?
Yes.
Downing?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Buren?
Yes.
Next committee report, property, recreation, and human affairs. Joe Krupsack.
Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs has one meeting to present. I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Motion and second to accept the minutes of the property, recreation, and human affairs committee report. All in favor?
Aye.
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, the Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020 at 5:45 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Brian Krupsack, Michael Cum, Garrett Kuhn, and Dan Downing. Also in attendance were Mayor Dan Carlson, Curtis Breda, Larry Krupsack, Adam Buren, Ambulance Chief Joe Kirchmark, Rick Schmidt of the DPW, Matt and Tanya Beaver, and Fire Chief Mike Archie. Number 1, discussed industrial park lots. 2, discussed Kautzer Park operations. 3, discussed housing study and Peckham Road 40-acre development. 4, training equipment and seminars. No action needed.
Well, moving on to old business. Is there any old business that needs to come before council? Oh, yeah. How come I skipped it, didn't I?
That's okay.
Ah. How about the committee report from Ways and Means?
The Ways and Means Committee has one meeting to report on and make a motion to adopt the minutes to Brian.
Second.
Motion and second to adopt the minutes of the Ways and Means committee meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, the Ways and Means Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, June 9th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. in the council chambers of City Hall. Members present were Adam Buren, Brian Krupsack, Dan Downing, and Mike Cum. Also in attendance were Mayor Dan Carlson, Curtis Breda, Larry Krupsack, Rick Schmidt, Department of Public Works, and Police Chief Sean Woods. Item 1 is we audited the various bill lists. Item number 2 is we recommended approval for all liquor license, beverage operator, and tobacco applicants. These are all contingent upon Police Chief Sean Woods performing the background check. If needed, there is a provided list of people. Item 3, we discussed amendment to Municipal Code 1202, Section 10 and subsection K. We had no donations, seminars, conferences, equipment, or meetings. So if we have no questions, I would make a motion to adopt items 1 and 2.
Second.
Motion and second to adopt items 1 and 2 of the Ways and Means Committee report. Roll call vote, please.
Brian,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Kieran,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Downey,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Come.
Now we can try old business.
Sure.
Is there any old business that needs to come forward? Moving on to new business. Anything? Yeah. And first item on the under new business, we have compliance maintenance resolution. Rick, could you just kind of fill us in on that?
Sure. The Compliance Maintenance Annual Report, CMAR for short, is an annual wastewater treatment plant report that the Department of Natural Resources requires. And it's basically a report that identifies everything we've done here. Flows, use of chemicals, documents all the testing we've done as far as chemical testing, documents energy use, both gas and electric. And the idea is to keep monitoring your plant that you're in compliance and it's meeting certain standards. Every year we do very well. We get a score of 8 with almost all the areas. The only area we fail every year is the financial area. And that's because the amount of money we take in from monthly invoicing doesn't cover our cost of our operations and our depreciation expenses. So every year it's been like that. It's the same this year. One note, 5 years ago, the Public Works Committee approved a 10% increase annually to the user charge, to how much sewage you use. That actually ends this year. So there was a 10% increase into that user fee that won't be on there. And one of the things I know John Troutman's, I talked to him about is we're gonna probably need to sit down and take a look at those costs as we look at the budgets this year and see where we're at.
Is that 10% good for this year or?
It was good for this
This year,
yes.
okay. We got time.
So that's the report. I mailed out a draft document, or I emailed out to all of you, and this is the final document. Then with your approval and then the mayor's signature, after tonight, it will be forwarded to the DNR for comment.
All right, thank you for that. Would entertain a motion to adopt that resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt the compliance maintenance resolution. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Tell Todd and the boys thanks for all the good work done.
I'll do that.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Come,
Yes.
Kieran,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Downey,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Okay, moving on, entertain a motion to approve the various monthly reports.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the monthly reports. All in favor?
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is approval of the claims. Mr. Rush.
Okay. We had 3 bill lists, and you got some committee pay sheets here. Ways and Means 250, Council 520. I gotta back off Garrett off of there. Public Works 250, Public Safety 250, Property Rec 250. Airport Commission, 110. Planning Commission, 355. Board Review, 225. And we had mayor's salary, 800.
Move to approve the bills as presented.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the claims. We have a roll call vote, please.
Kieran,
Yes.
Hamilton,
Yes.
Come,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Greta,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Moving on, are there any other issues as provided by law that may discuss? Hearing none, I entertain a motion
Move to
to
adjourn.
Second.
motion second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.